So for Nico Nico 9, I gotta be real with you, I haven't had a lot of video ideas until I went to Motor City Comic Con 2019. By the way, if it sounds really echoey in here, I'm sorry. I don't have a handheld mic or anything. I'm using the onboard microphone. I haven't put up these acoustic foam strips yet. So I went to Motor City Comic Con 2019 and it was pretty cool. It was much better than last year. They expanded the Suburban collection, so it was much bigger. Unfortunately, I don't have a vlog for you because me and my friends who went decided not to vlog this year. Of course, like the year they expand and it's their 30th anniversary, we choose not to vlog. But it was much better because we actually got to sit and enjoy it. We actually got to take everything in without worrying about having to film everything. And especially because they expanded, it would have been crazy to film everything. Every time I'm at Motor City Comic Con, the thing I usually get more often than not is a poster. That usually goes for pretty much anything. All my life, I've been a huge collector. I've collected things from toys, which you can check out this video if you need more context on that. I've definitely toned down the toy collecting. I used to collect belt buckles, believe it or not. I have a whole variety of belt buckles. I still collect fancy socks, which I always wear every day. And one of the biggest things I've been a huge collector of is posters. I have a pretty big poster collection. It might not be insane or massive as the title suggests, so it's a little clickbaity, but I do love posters. I pretty much love wall decals. As you can see, we have a Let's All Go to the Lobby wall decal right here. We have an Iron Man poster right here, and I still need to find a poster to put on this wall because one thing I really like is symmetry. I really want these walls to be symmetrical. So in order to take you on this journey, we gotta go to my bedroom. Alright, so we're in my bedroom, aka the old set, I guess you could say. And one of the most prominent things that you guys have always seen is the two huge Batgirl and Supergirl posters above my bed. I got these at a garage sale actually when I got back from Florida. I actually used to live in Florida. I know, it's pretty sad. I'm pretty sure I was ripped off because they were 20 bucks a piece and he wouldn't budge, but you know what? I really loved them and they create a cool symmetry. Hey, Taco. Starting from walking in, the first thing is this Amazing Fantasy 15 Spider-Man poster. My friend actually got this for me for my birthday, shout out Brendan. And then I have this Avengers Age of Ultron. This is actually a limited edition poster. I got it at the IMAX premiere of Avengers Age of Ultron when I was in college down in Florida. And this poster, again, is limited edition. It's actually raised, so it has like a texture to it and it's really high quality. It's really amazing. We got this and a couple other things for seeing it early at a IMAX screening. A lot of these are weird dimensions, so a lot of these posters don't match up with the frame, and I'm a little OCD and it bothers the crap out of me. And because these are also really cheap frames, they're not flush with the wall. As you can see, there's a gap there, so that also really bothers me. Another thing that bothers me is that these are two different frames. Going to this one is an Ant-Man poster. This was just a poster that AMC was giving out for the premiere of Ant-Man. Here is a vertical Jungle Book poster. I really like this. I definitely plan on framing all of these because I have a lot of unframed posters, which you will get to. All right, let's go on to our other framed poster, the Jungle Book remake. Johnny Fav, baby, Johnny Fav. If you watch my podcast, Let's All Go to the Lobby, you know that this is actually my favorite remake of all time, believe it or not. I was surprised too. I wasn't expecting it. It was True Grit, but now it's this baby, the Jungle Book. I just absolutely love this movie, and this movie has a huge emotional attachment to me. This is a very old gift from my mom. This is a Dark Knight poster. It's not a poster texture, it's kind of like I don't really know what this is. I think it's all like wood, actually. It's like a wooden poster. It's very, very cool. Going to the classic section here, we have Bonnie and Clyde, Warren Beatty, Faye Dunaway, classic film. I used to go to Regal Cinema and they used to hand out kind of just classic movie posters. So Bonnie and Clyde and The Shining here, this covered by the lamp, but The Shining is also a really cool poster. One of my favorite posters of all time that I have in my room is this Fistful of Dollars poster. Weirdly enough, I got this at a record store in Florida, and this was the only film poster they had, and it was one of the coolest I've seen. So I'm like, Sergio Leone's Fistful of Dollars, Absolutely. Okay, now hear me out, okay? This needs some context. I do not like this movie, okay? I do not like Jupiter Ascending, but this poster's cool, and I had to take it because it's cool. I definitely plan on replacing it because, again, I am OCD, and the fact that it doesn't fill the frame annoys the absolute crap out of me. Again, I'm gonna get into a couple more loose leaf things here, but I want to point out this is actually not a poster. This is a record signed by Nick Castle. It is signed by the original Michael Myers. I got that in California. I actually vlogged me getting that signed by Nick Castle, so if you want to check that out, click this video right here. These I don't really consider posters. I also have a Jesus poster, of course, because, you know, gotta represent. The fact that most movie posters are in an insane dimension, I have 2 Star Wars posters in here. This is for The Force Awakens. Originally, it was like one of them was here and the other one was there with like a white border, but of course when you hang it up, everything just falls down because I guess that's gravity or whatever. So now I'm going to show you some of my more loose leaf posters. These are posters that I definitely plan on framing one day, but they're not really that like special. I just sort of got them at like events for free. The first one we have here is, of course, the boy, Leonard Nimoy, Spock, baby. 50 artists, 50 years, Star Trek poster. Live long and prosper, you know what it is. And then of course you got the boy, Doctor Strange. Got this at, I think the premiere of Doctor Strange at AMC. They were just handing these out. Super cool poster. These are 3 Captain America Civil War posters. And I think I got this at the premiere of Civil War again. And if you look, there's Team Iron Man and then Team Captain America. And you put them like that. So I definitely want to frame these eventually and put them next to each other. But there's actually a third one here, this gray one. So you put this in the middle. So it's kind of like that when you put it all together. Right there is Spider-Man. And then right there you got your boy Ant-Man. But there's a unicorn right there. I think that was a reference to Deadpool 2. At least that's what the guy told me. Not Deadpool 2, sorry, the first Deadpool. Now these are the posters. These are the creme de la creme, I say. These usually I get at Comic-Con and I spend a lot of money on them. And not just Comic-Con, but like other conventions and stuff. Let's start with what I got from Comic-Con 2019 this year, just a couple days ago. Of course, I'm a huge classic Universal horror fan, even though I haven't really seen most of the movies. I got a Creature from the Black Lagoon poster. All these are pretty much custom made, you know, by the artist who I buy them from. And the thing that really sold me on this was not only the awesome design, but the fact that it was presented in 3D. Which the original Creature from the Black Lagoon was one of the original 3D movies from the 50s, I believe. So I think The Buwana Devil was actually the first 3D movie ever. And then this came out shortly after that. So I really, really like this. Of course, he had to hit me with that deal. So of course, I got a second poster. George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Come on. I really, really have a soft spot in my heart for horror-themed posters. I just love the style of old pulpy horror imagery, but it does kind of have an old kind of poster vibe, which I really, really like. Also this year, I got my favorite Marvel team, or one of my favorites, probably my top 3. The Fantastic Four, of course, you got Galactus, Silver Surfer, you got Human Torch and Nova in there, got Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, you got the whole gang. These are so dusty because I have absolutely no room to hang these up. This is also probably one of my favorite posters right here. I'm actually going to take these out. I have a signed poster from Jerry Conway, or Gary Conway. I never really knew because it's Gerry Conway. And you're thinking, who's Gary or Jerry Conway? Well, I'm just gonna call him Jerry. Jerry Conway is the co-creator of The Punisher. So yeah, I got it signed. You can see the signature right there. He also is the man who killed Gwen Stacy, which is attributed to the death of the golden age of comic books. That was the start of the Silver Age. So he pretty much created the Silver Age of comic books. He co-created the Punisher. He also created people like Firestorm, Killer Croc, a bunch of other people. This is an amazing poster. This I actually got at Astronomicon. There's not a lot at Astronomicon that I can really sink my teeth into because there's just too much of a gamut going on, but one thing I did see and I definitely copped was this old school Suspiria poster. If you don't know what Suspiria is is a horror film by Dario Argento. It's one of the most psychedelic horror films. It's one of my favorite horror films, but the original Suspiria that came out in the 70s. So much dust. I just found a Deadpool IMAX poster. I totally forgot I had this. And there's a lot of posters in here. I don't even remember what I have. A signed Zoom poster from Tony Todd, who I actually interviewed for my friend David's channel. You can also check that video out right there, or there, wherever it is. And yeah, Tony Todd signed this for me when I interviewed him. He voiced Zoom, he also played Candyman, and he's in the Final Destination movies. So this is also pretty dope. I have way too many horror posters, man. I really need to balance this stuff out. I have another Shining poster. I buy from this artist a lot, but you can't deny his level of talent. And then this one, I also got signed. I can't remember who signed this one exactly, but it's a picture of Captain America punching Hitler. I know Jack Kirby is the one who really pioneered this. I believe this is the one of the artists who did it for the Florida SuperCon, and he signed it, and that's pretty cool. When people hand out posters that they sign and it's cheap, why not? This was from Comic-Con like a couple years ago, man. This was a while ago, so I really need to hang these up. We have, of course, the Universal Monsters, Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's Monster and the Bride, whatever you want to call them. And this is absolutely amazing. Again, I love minimalist art, and I really love the colors here, and I think it's fantastic. Again, I'm just realizing now how much horror posters I have, and I really need to balance that out because this is a bit too much. Because the next one I have by this same artist is a minimalist Halloween poster, The Night He Came Home. Again, you gotta love Michael Myers, and I love Halloween. It's arguably my favorite horror film of all time. Definitely the best slasher film. No other slasher film has ever topped this one, including any of its sequels or remakes or pseudo-remake sequels. Love this poster. You know what I love more than this poster is the second Halloween poster I also got from the same artist. This was Haddonfield, and the reason I really gravitated toward this, again, is because I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday, and I love the colors. But one thing I really like about this is because I really like it when it's one of those things where you don't know what it's from unless you're a fan of the property. You see a poster for Halloween, you're like, oh, that's from the movie Halloween. But you see a poster for Haddonfield, you're like, what is that? And for true Halloween fans, they know. And the one thing I really like is that this almost just looks like a flyer from Haddonfield, which is not a real place in Illinois, but this looks like a flyer that they would hang up for like a Halloween parade or something, and that really attracted me to it. I'm like, that's really, really cool. But you can't deny how awesome these posters are. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. That's all. It's not as insane as the title would have you perceive. That's pretty much all I got for you today. Sorry, it's just a quick kind of rushed together video, but I really wanted to get a video out to you guys. So subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to my podcast channel. Link down below. More stuff is coming for you guys. I'm working on a couple short films right now that are very exciting. Here's a 1-second clip. Clever catchphrase. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.